Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Irondinos. It's a Monday, so that must mean games of gold, and we're in... Hang on a minute. We're in Minecraft. Yes, that's right, we are in Minecraft. Which means this isn't games of gold, even though it's on a Monday. No, we've, here at Irondinos, we've got a spare week where so we've already covered all the games of gold for this month, so I thought I'd show you a little bit of what I get up to in my spare time in this lovely Worldcraft map. And I shall give you a little hint. Oh, almost gave it a hint. Oh, almost gave it. I'm kidding. Okay, here it is. This is my Hogwarts map. Yes, I am building Hogwarts block for block. This is an Xboxone. So I have no fancy tools to like build whole entire walls or whole entire landscapes. It is block for block. And I've taken on quite an insane project. So I plan to build the whole of Hogwarts. And it's surrounding landscapes and Hogsmeade and the Quidditch pitch and even King's Cross Station. I plan to do it all, including the terrain. As you can see, Hogwarts is floating. Yes, if you wondered that, that is a very good question. Why is Hogwarts floating? Hogwarts actually sits on quite a big mountain type thing. And, well, mountain, hill, big rock, who knows. This particular map, though, I am doing from the film. So, I'm a bit of a Harry Potter fan, but I've kind of done it in the wrong way, in my opinion. This is an argument that has been raged on for many, many years. But I watched the films first before I read the books. So, whenever I see or read or anything about Harry Potter, the image that pops in my head is the image that the films gave me. So, people say it's better to read the books first, so you get your own image. But some people say that ruins the films and it's better to do it the other way around. I don't know. I enjoyed it, the way I did it. But I've always wanted to build Hogwarts how I see it. Like how I picture it. Which is basically the film version, right? So, but with that comes difficulties. So in the filming world, they do things like that they have a term called cheating. Where they'll cheat someone forward or someone backwards a few steps between shots, just to make the shot look correct. And they do that with the scenery as well, including the buildings. And if you notice in the first Harry Potter's, all the first ones basically, this particular courtyard here, this is how it is. So you've got the walls all the way around. But then if you go into Deathly Hallows, there is a big massive gap in this wall here with two towers either side, and the bridge that comes across goes straight across onto the land. Whereas in the first ones, the bridge actually goes from this corner across that way onto the main castle itself. So that's something I've got to deal with. What version am I going to pick? But there's other little things that are really annoying. So if you come here... Oh, excuse the animals. I was bored one day and I had some fun. Anyway, the steps here you may point out, but wait a minute, Adam. You've got way too many steps there. I think there's only like 3 steps and then another 2 at the back there in the actual film version. Well, here's another thing that they sort of cheated. So if you look at the floor level here and the floor level here in the film version, they are the same height. And from all the pictures I've gathered and all the evidence I've gathered, I've got a whole folder full of them, that is the same level. Which means when you look at it, you see this section of the hall here, blank, and then you get first window, and then you get a second window, and then you get the roof. However, when you go into the Great Hall, you'll notice there's only one set of windows in the Great Hall, and then you get the wooden rafters. So I've had to cheat slightly in my own way just to make this work, because if I did it how it is on the outside of Hogwarts with the 3 steps and the 2 steps, the level of the Great Hall would be down here somewhere. It would be like here, which means you'd have a bit of a wall and then 2 sets of windows before you even got to the rafters. That's not how it is on the inside. So I've had to put a few more steps in than originally is there. And so it means when you come up, the visual of you walking up and the doors to the Great Hall are dead in front of you, as it is in the film. And then as you walk through, I've cheated slightly, and as you can see, I've got 2 sets of windows instead of 1 set of windows. So as I said before, the film version is like the floor would be here somewhere, and these would be a lot higher up. There'd be a lot bigger space. But because I've had to put the inside in the outside of the film, if that makes any sense whatsoever, I've had to make slight adjustments and slight tweaks that I wouldn't normally make. And that is one of my biggest challenges in this project that I'm about to do. I want to put the inside of Hogwarts, as it is in the films, into the outside building structure of Hogwarts as you see in the films. And because they cheated certain things within the film to make it look correct within the film, it means things like this I'm gonna have to do all over the place. And there's certain areas that I haven't got a clue what I'm gonna do with until I get to it. But we won't cross that bridge. No, not just yet. But this is the hall as I have it at the minute. There's still a lot of work to do. There's a lot of detailing to do. I've just got the bare walls at the minute, so I've got to put some discoloration in the walls. I've got to put some gradient in the walls. I've got to put the furniture for starters. There's nowhere for anybody to sit. I mean, jeez, all standing room at the minute. But I'm quite proud of what I've done with the rafters. That's quite cool. I quite like that. The fireplace, I'm quite proud of the fireplace. I like the fireplace. Oh, nice fireplace. And over here, we have the door at the back here where Professor Snape escapes through to head off Professor Quirrell, and that's in the Philosopher's Stone, I believe. Because they're protecting the Philosopher's Stone, and he's heading them off to stop him getting to it. So I've added that little door. That little door can lead down. I believe on the maps that I've seen, it actually leads to a hallway that leads across to one of the other entrances. I believe the hallway goes that way somewhere. So I might add that. I don't know yet. But this is the underneath. This is basically where the kitchens are going to be and the Hufflepuff common room. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Yeah, so this is my Hogwarts build. It's going to take me a very long time. I have no doubt. An extremely long time if I'm building all the blocks, block for block, and the terrain. A little bit cray-cray. But I've always wanted to build Hogwarts in how I see it. And you can go online and loads of people built Hogwarts. There's some fantastic Minecraft builds of Hogwarts. But I've always wanted to build my own. So yeah, this is what I get up to during my spare time. Not all my spare time, mind you. I spread myself quite thin between lots of different projects. Crazily. But yeah, when I'm in the mood, I'll build some more of Hogwarts. This is my latest addition here. This tower and this little end wing, this gable end. This was really difficult to get hold of images for, actually. This particular gable end right here, yeah, that was very difficult. There's not a lot of pictures that you can get hold of that sort of has that angle, especially if the windows all the way round. And to my knowledge and what I've researched, that is correct. And I will carry on researching, and if I pick up any more pictures, I can do certain tweaks. This is under the bridge. That is the hospital wing at the back there. Yeah, and that's the building that leads to the wooden bridge that they blow up. I've yet to decide whether I'm going to do it in the blow up fashion, like have it mid blow up, or have the actual the wooden bridge there. Don't know yet. That's another decision to make. The Hogwarts goes a lot lower than this. This is just the level that I built everything at to begin with. This goes like another 3 or 4 levels downwards into the rock. As you can see, I haven't built the rock yet. Yeah. This under here was quite difficult to get hold of. The images I got for this was from the game, actually. The Harry Potter game. I couldn't get too many pictures of this particular courtyard, and this is very difficult to build. This staircase confuses the absolute freaking life out of me. That, like, as far as I can make out, it's a stairway to nothing. It leads up to this balcony bit up here with like no doors, no nothing. Just, yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. I want to put a door up here somewhere just to make sense of it. But I don't know. As I say, it's very hard to get hold of images up in that particular bit in detail. The only image I did get is one of the model that they used, and it's a picture looking through this archway to that picture as you see it there. So I know that bit is fairly correct. It's just the rest of it. I'm pretty sure these archways, the number of archways and pillars are correct. The gaps to them, the scale, maybe not so much, but it looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. As the hallway out here, actually, the Great Hall, and this, you'll notice I've built it on a 45 compared to the rest of Hogwarts, or that section of Hogwarts that I built. I haven't built the rest of it. The rest of it should be over there somewhere. This section is on a 45. The reasons for that is if you look at any of the maps, it shows this at a 45-degree angle compared to the rest of Hogwarts. And I actually built this 3 times, this whole thing. I originally built this on the square, then the 90. Realised my mistake and thought, oh, that means I've got to build the rest of Hogwarts on the 45, on the angle. Oh, that'll be hell. No, I'm not doing that. So I opted to rebuild. And then I started rebuilding, and then I noticed the mistake, well, not the mistake, but the little cheat they did in the film with the floor levels in the Great Hall, having 1 window instead of 2 and a little section. So, yeah, I had to rebuild again. So yeah, that's the 3rd rendition of that Great Hall. So that was fun, lots of fun. But that isn't all I've gotten up to. There is another world I want to show you. Another Hogwarts world. And I believe if we just slip into this portal, I'll see you there. Oh, that's a head jar going through that. Don't recommend that on hangover. Well, welcome to my adventure map, or soon will be, hopefully, an adventure map. Not the most original idea, I know. I've always wanted to make my own adventure map. So yeah, this is kind of like the beginning town, the first little town you see, or you spawn in, shall we say. And this will actually appear in another little video we're doing, which you shall see soon, hopefully. Yeah, a little bit of a spoiler there. So me, Jason and Sean will be roaming around in this place pretty shortly. The church, I built the church first. That's the very first building I built, and it's, as you can see, it's kind of a lot smaller than the actual houses. I decided to upscale the houses slightly, and yeah, so I think I've got to rebuild that, just make it that little bit bigger. So yeah, that's the plan of that. You got the house there. There's not too much inside on that one, but yeah. And if we fly, that's not the only bit I've built. So if we fly over, I think it's this direction, we should see. There it is, beginning of the castle. Oh yes, got to have a castle. It's an adventure map. What would the adventure map be of that castle? You see, the upper turrets aren't built at all. It's very unfinished, but yeah, that's the start. So that's what I've been getting up to in my spare time, what I build. So I'm building like the Hogwarts map. I'm building this adventure map, and yeah, I'm kind of excited for you guys to see it and see what you make of it. And any tips are more than welcome. But yeah, if you are interested in seeing more progress of this and what I get up to and how far I get with them, I can update you in the future. Leave a comment, leave a like, to let me know that you want to. And if, as I say, if this does get a lot of interest, then maybe I'll do like a full-on building episode. So sort of a 20-minute building episode of me building one of these maps. Maybe Hogwarts, maybe this one. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, leave your comments, leave your likes, and let me know. And other than that, we'll see you next time. See ya!